Hello and welcome to A Book in 5 Minutes. I'm Lindsay Milner of Silver and Training. This week's book is called Fierce Conversations by Susan Scott. It is subtitled Achieving Success at Work and in Life, One Conversation at a Time. So, I'm not 100% sure what I think of this book. It has a lot of strengths, a lot of good points. It's very worthy, a lot of very sensible, wise advice. It's more about relationships. It doesn't focus particularly on working relationships. It talks about work and personal relationships. And I think it's more about honesty than conversations. It's about, being open and honest within your conversations. It's about good communication, which is made up significantly more of listening to what the other person is saying rather than just wanting to put your side. If you want to improve your relationships, understand where people are coming from, you have to really listen to them. And there's a lot of useful advice in there. She talks about 7 principles. I can't remember what they all are. Maybe I will just have a quick look and read them out to you. That needs me to be... Okay. Yeah, so the first principle is muster the courage to interrogate reality. So, what's really going on here? And she has a question that she uses quite a lot is, what are you pretending not to know? So, like, what are you not facing up to? Number 2 is come out from behind yourself into the conversation and make it real. 3, be here, be prepared to be nowhere else. So, I really like that one. Focus on actually being present in the moment instead of thinking about what you're going to be cooking for tea tonight. 4 is tackle your toughest challenge today. 5, obey your instincts. 6, take responsibility for your emotional wake. So this isn't all one-sided. This isn't all like, listen to somebody and, you'll be able to sort things out. It's, if you put your point of view, sometimes that creates emotional responses from other people. And number 7 is let silence do the heavy lifting. So it's about the effective use of silence in conversation. If you're wanting to find out people's real feelings, sometimes you have to give them the space and the time to actually come out with those. So some very, very useful principles. The book, it wasn't an easy read in a lot of ways. But I think one of the central things that came across for me was that it's not just about the other person. It's like a lot of personal development books. When you're talking about sort of improving yourself and improving your relationships, what you've got to do is work on yourself first. So unless your relationship with yourself is fully honest, fully authentic, and you understand yourself, you've got good self-awareness, then your relationships with others are not going to be as effective as they could be either. So it is quite a lot about working on yourself. It kind of went through a number of iterations, but then it brought it back round to, like, the conclusion was more about, work on yourself, be your best self before you can really have fierce conversations with other people. And by fierce, yeah, she does address that. She uses the word fierce to mean robust and strong, certainly not hostile in any way. Would I recommend the book? I think yes. I think be prepared to have to put in a lot of effort if you want to really... I think it's a tall order. The things that she asks us to do are actually quite difficult. So I think you've got to be quite strong in order to feel that you can really sort of take on those fierce conversations. But yeah, it's certainly, you know, a worthy aim. It's something that we could all do with taking on board and working towards. I think maybe my hesitation is actually to do with me and where I am at the moment, where I'm sort of thinking, oh, there's issues that I've got to sort out and I'm not sure if I'm strong enough to do it. So maybe that's what's making me sort of think, oh, I don't know. But I think it's a book that, you know, it's definitely worth a read, but it's not going to be a sit down and yeah, I can get through this book in a couple of hours. It took me several goes. It took me, you know, a number of times to pick it up and think about the issues again and, you know, then move on to the next stage. So yeah, yeah, overall probably worth the effort, but just be prepared that it is quite an effort. So that's this week's book in 5 minutes, Fierce Conversations by Susan Scott. I will see you next time for a book in 5 minutes. I'm Lindsay Milner, Silver and Training. Until then, bye.